just played some league games, got my shit pushed in, so I want to talk about a game that I've been enjoying a bit more. And I mean, admittedly, I'm not exactly tilted, it's just disappointing. I have some games, I have some replays. So I've been playing this game a bit more. So, of course, more games equals more fun. And more fun equals more games, rather. More games equals more interesting games. And more interesting games means more replays. So I have something to talk about. So, I have a few. And just see what happens. I don't remember. I'll do this one first. I'll go up. Because I also want to just get rid of some of these replays and just have them stored somewhere. And you're limited in the amount of that you have in Master Duel, so I think this is the best way to do it. So let's go. Right, this one was a bit ago. This is before the new list that I've been playing recently, but it's still Synchrons. All these games are Synchrons because I'm OTP at this point. Actually, I've been OTP for a while, arguably. Right. So look at his hand. Okay. And it's full combo. It's a little awkward though, because I drew Trail and drew Illumination, but it's okay. I went second, drew Fuwalos. Drew Fuwa. So, draw. Use the effect. I just shotgun this. Like, maybe it'll matter. I actually have no idea how to beat this K9 deck. This is a bit ago too. I forgot, maybe you saw the date, but this was a bit ago. Before his I think maybe. Oh, Yoko's at 2, Noroi on banned. Oh, wait, Noroi's banned in TCG, sorry. They go to Ripper. Kyubi's another draw. Cool. That makes the hand a bit better, to admit. They set the release, and I honestly don't even know what this did, but at the time, they case for K9. Also kind of don't know what it does, and I refuse to read them. But surely I just don't face them. Right. I drew Imperm, which is a pretty good draw. Activates Synchro Fellowship. They activate Maxx. Like, alright. I'm confused on what's meant to win. But I'm gonna keep playing because I mean, what else is there to do? So, add Junk Piece, activate Fellowship, they activate the effective Ripper. I don't even know why they did Gate, to be completely honest with you, but they did. And then they activate Release. So that's pretty cool. I baited out 2 for 2. And this one doesn't even matter. I straight up don't care. But a little note, I think sure they summon Azuna, but I shouldn't have dumped the Stardust Synchron. I should have dumped the Trail, because then I'd have an easier way to use Junk Meister's effect and not having to ditch Junk Synchron. And I just go harder to lose to Ash, and if they have it, then I just lose here. And they max me, so it's entirely possible. They go into another one. The Randall. I actually don't even know what this does. Right? Like, this is an old card too. It's a pop, right? Oh, it's a pop or it's a shuffle. Okay. Oh, whatever. I forgot what it's pop. It's just a gauge. Whatever. So, never mind. What I said with Stardust Synchron doesn't even know why, but let's just pretend. Use the effect. Again, don't know what it does. Banishes the card. They hit my Junk Synchron. Like, okay, that's a little unlucky, but I can get them. It's fine. Yeah, keep the effect, they shuffle. Okay, I drew this hand pretty lucky. Because if it weren't Double Warrior or Junk Synchron, I'd probably get it. A little lucky. Awkward, right? Effect. The effect. I could have waited for Trail. I think Trail's not my hand anymore. I didn't do it. So, some of Double. Activate the effect. Add Illumination of Synchron. Some Trail, modulate level, also Stardust Synchron, go with the speeder. It at least beats Ash, because it is really relevant that it beats Ash because they're drawing 80 cards this turn. 2 tokens, and both of my Synchros are great, but I can at least get something out of this. I go into Librarian. I go into Crystal Link, so now I have a negate. I'm a little insulated, just slightly though, only slightly. I use the effect of Jet Synchron, I'm not using Maxx anymore. There's an argument to keep the Maxx, but I mean, I don't think it matters between these two. Go into Celestial. Gimmick 1 Librarian, Gimmick 2 Celestial. They belt, like alright, that's tough. Wow, I had to let it It is what it is. I mean, you're playing into Maxx. It is what it is, right? Shout out my opponent for being better than me. Let's go to the next game. As you see, I show my losses too. Not a big deal. There's a theme. There's a theme this episode, though. I'm gonna call it an episode. It's not really. Okay, so they're going first. I opened 3 hand traps and 2 of the same card that are 1 card charged. The Enneagraph. I have no fucking clue what this deck did. At the time, I don't know what it does, and I kinda still don't, to be completely honest with you. I just know the missing cards. Like, okay, fine. They just playing. I don't know what to do. Just let them play. I was waiting for a big card. I didn't want to ash any of these. Like, I'll just use the effect again. I don't know what a proper ash is. I know Droll is good against this deck, but that's all I got. The effect again. Okay, sure, whatever. Use the effect. I would have another one, another name maybe. I have no fucking clue. It seems like it's another name because they seem to be hard ones for defense, and that makes a lot of sense. And they set 4. Use the effect of Enneabolis. And I have 3 hand traps in my hand. And I didn't use any of them, except for the Ash, but I don't think it was relevant. Maybe it was, who knows. So I draw the Droll, very funny. Activate Synchro Fellowship. So I can go with the combo at least. And just see what happens, right? So dump, they draw. Tough shit. Synchron. As long as this card isn't something relevant, I actually don't know. I might be able to play. This combo is insulated around Ash, at least on the speeder. So, summon. Go into Ash, you know, the normal stuff. But I go into battle and I hit into the pot of the forbidden. Effect happens, and they wipe my board, and I just scoop. Ain't that funny? Ain't that hilarious? I got shit on. It is what it is there. This one's not actually part of the theme of this quote-unquote episode, but I thought it was very funny. And then, these games I played today. This one's yesterday, the other one's today. So, get right into it, right? On this game. These games are like gold plat, by the way, so it's pretty low, relatively speaking, but I forgot to toggle. So I get shit on my Droll, but I do have the Crossout, so it's not that bad. The effect. This is a incredibly greedy line. So that's not insulated by anything. But it's not the worst in the world, and I think it's worth the greed because I also have the Crossout. And they didn't roll me yet. Summon, you know. Activate the effect, add something, add a second junk, I guess. Junk Meister and the Psi-Reflector, go with the Librarian. Tribute the Junk Armor. For a soul. Summon Herald, and now I'm insulated. Double insulated. Draw a card. Double ship, I already used it, I think. I did. Didn't. I didn't use it because I didn't want to. I wanted to summon the Junk Synchron still. I would have added my 3rd one. And that means not in deck, so I can speeder. It's a shame because I could have extended my board a little bit. I think it might have been right. It could be right. I don't know. Okay. Drawing this sucks. Drawing Trail sucks here. But it is what it is. I can still play things. Go into Shenshen. Why? Because I want to, 1, have it, and 2, I want to draw a card, and 3, I want to go into something relevant. The Jet Synchron back, or add the converter. Right? So it's a little roundabout way to probably put the combo otherwise. Draw a card. This way I'm not really devastated by the Duel Trail. This way I can still get it on the battlefield. I do it with Kelly. Summon Omega. I wanted Omega because there was an argument for Ash Dragon into something else, but 1, I don't have a 10. I don't have a 9 either, so it's not even fun again. I think Omega better, for second stuff. 3 Bell instead. I might want to play 3 Purulia instead, but it's hard to say. It's so dependent because obviously you're playing Mulcharmy to make your going second better, and you're playing like an ogre or Bell or whatever to make your going first better. I think. Okay, so first standby effect. They use the effective Omega, right? Then they use Chalice, the Chain Chalice, on my Baron. I should have negated with the Baron here and not with the Herald. Reason is, if I negated with the Baron, then I could summon back Shenshen, but this way, Herald tripping itself was doing. I was afraid that the opponent could normal summon walk over it, but I doubt in the year of our Lord 2026, that doesn't happen as much. They usually just pay it. So I could have gotten a little bit more value there. And I think the Herald could. Well, I don't know what I'm facing yet. I was played show Chalice and like Striker, and then they showed this whatever. It doesn't matter. They summoned they use the effective Fallen, summoning Helpless, and Chain Omega. This is first action. I rip a monster of the whites. Of the whites. They use the effect of Fallen in the battlefield while on the field. Sorry, I negated it, so I figured if they normal summon it too, it was better. They had 2 in hand, and if they negate the 1 in hand, they could just normal summon it. Nothing here. Negate. They actually triple tag. I'm like, alright. I don't care. They draw 2 cards. It's not the worst thing in the world. They summon Incredible Ecclesia, and then they summon Theo. I have never seen the card in my life. Actually, I have, but not often. Maybe it's good now. They summon a Synchro Meister, so I actually get a draw, which is really funny. It's really funny because you'll see. The effect adds Flirtily Royal Altar, and I draw Maxi. I do the effect, activate Maxi. So, now what? Draw a card. I do the effect to engage, destroy the Librarian. They normal summon Primal Dragon. What the fuck is going on here? Sure, whatever. Deactivate the effect. I would deactivate Lord to go, get the fusion, and I'm like, okay, that makes sense now. Summon another card, tribute, send a monster, fusion, grave, summon Tyrant. Cool. I do the action. And then I have the 2 cards in hand with you, and I'm not dead. You could argue that these cards aren't relevant, so the argument with the Maxi is relevant, but I think that the Maxi is relevant because it forces the player to win. I don't know if they can keep going or not, but for the sake of arguments, we can just say that it did matter. And we can get the card to end. They Avalanche effect, Accel effect, pretty lucky there. Actually, because of that, it's probably pretty lucky. I don't know if there's like a quick effect target for this. Maybe there is that they play and I'm not familiar. Something they add like branded fusion or something. Like branded in red? I don't know if you can add that. Chimera fusion? Anyway, trying to get it. It's like much easy. again, look at that, this extra deck forge. See, if I have a Draco here, then this adding back the Stardust Synchron and the Trail would be relevant. Because then I would have another 8. This would be Draco. Actually, well, I would just 1 here. So this would be Draco. And this would be Stardust. And then next turn, I could have some follow-up, some of the Stardust deck, or whatever. The normal stuff, especially Ecclesia, I think I helped Toggle there. Use the Megas effect, they changed. I have. And if it's banished, just Shenshen carry. I have to face Mouse, because Mouse isn't good. Or maybe I'm just too low for Mouse, it's probably more. I banished the Mouse with Wedding, which is really fun. Some of the blue eyes, I don't care. Normal summon the Baronne de Fleur, but I drew with F-Max Mailer last turn. Combo. Through the Charge Warrior. Negate. And honestly, I don't think I really hard for it. I don't know what they could have done after that. Whatever. They summon Spirit of the Eyes of Blue, and then they just pass. Like, okay, this is game. It's actually game right now. So, but I did want to insulate a little bit more. I know something like Junk Meister. Tribute it for a Stardust on this effect, and then I summoned Omega. I already know what card is in their hand, but I don't read their cards in the graveyard. Maybe it would have been relevant. Who knows? And then they surrender. It could be argued that the Maxx was relevant there, but actually I would argue it's relevant. I don't know what they could have added off of Albalenitus, but you know, maybe it could have been relevant. The last one for today. So as it loads. So, this one is also debatable. There's a theme, and the theme is Maxi, because Maxi's come up with 3 out of the 4 games. But I would argue this one doesn't matter as much. So I drew Fuwa as my only hand trap, but Fuwa as your only hand trap is pretty good. So I'm facing Sky Striker. I mean, it could be yummy still, I guess. They summon... They activate Hornet Grounds. They normal summon Ray. I don't know if that's entirely necessary, but whatever. I draw a card, I drew Maxi. I hold on to it because I don't think they're gonna summon anymore. They get engaged, of course, they have to get engaged. They had a little here. And that's it. Okay. 3 sets, I know one of those little here, I don't know the other. And of course the pop of 0. I draw a card. And honestly, all things considered, I drew 1 card off of Fuwa. It's not like Fuwa really shits on this deck or anything. This is a pretty... I would consider this a pretty weak hand. I don't know what these cards are, but... One engage, no upstarts or anything, right? So my turn. Focus on myself. I choose back. They... What do I do? Like, okay, there it goes. That's a pretty smart way to look into it. I can't add and I can't find them. But I activate the reinforcements on the Rotom. Add the armor, so it's... Nothing happened. I special summon the armor, and they fall in the river. Fall in and the virtues. Okay, sure. I kinda don't care. So there goes 2 of the introduction damage. Deal with 1 more. I normal summon Stardust 1. Well, I mean, what else can you do? It's either normal summon the Stardust Synchron, or normal summon the Junk Meister, or normal summon the Maxi. And if I'm normal summoning these 2, I have to tribute this. And then I can go into something, but I think this is more insulated because I get to add Illumination. I was considering going into Fellowship as well, but I realized that I don't think it's as good as what I want to do here. I can get Illumination. And the reason being is, real quick, if I added Fellowship, activated, they just chain this pop, the Stardust Synchron, and I just lose. Unless I draw something good with Maxi. But this way, even if they pop, I can still play. I can Illumination, change the level of the Stardust and stuff, and then they go to pop, like exactly as I chain Maxi. Because 3 draws, it's at least 1. It's probably going to be exactly 1. In my mind, I drew the Veiler, doesn't matter. Okay, but let's say, for argument's sake, let's just pretend that this is something not relevant. This is a Fuwa, or tribute. Alright, I tribute for the effect of Junk Armor, so special summon the Synchron. I tribute the effect for the effect of Stardust Synchron. And they chain Ray for some reason. I don't know why they chain Ray here. They summon Zero, not really, it's just they use the effect of Zero already. And this is the draw that actually matters, quote unquote, for the e-telling. But again, I can still play them. So let's just pretend that these two were in my hand. Okay? Summon. I didn't speeder Jet. I could have speeded with the Jet Synchron and the Trail. I decided not to. I feel like, this is kind of a perfect test actually. So Chaining 1, Ash Dragons, Chaining 2, Trail. Summon the token. Jet Synchron. Then go to Celestial Double Star. Get back. Chaining 1, Double Star, 2 Jet. I do Converter. And then I just summon like 3. Okay, admittedly, I do summon an extra level 2 because Maxi is a level 2. So that's the difference in this game. I don't think so. But you can argue. I'm free to argue because I use these two to make a Herald, and then I summon back. I use the effect of Converter. Summon back Jet Synchron. It's like, argue. Level 2 being relevant here. Fair enough. I'll give you it actually. I'll give you it. But I think I'm in a winning position regardless. So like let's just pretend. I had one less level 2. I summon Jet and Converter and Armor. And no Maxi. So I summon the Herald with the Double Star and Converter. And then I bring back the Jet Synchron, since the Synchron in my grave now. Then I have Jet and Armor, which can only really go into Martial Metal Marcher. I bring back and I wouldn't even do that anyway. So yeah, you can argue that the Maxx did something here. I didn't even notice this when I was running it. And nice jerk. Activate the effect of Teleport. I go into Psi-Reflector, activate effects, Sonic Warrior. Actually, how about this? We said that it mattered a lot, so we get Maxi then. I'm tired of playing against Maxi. I'm tired of playing Maxi. Anyway. Sonic Warrior at Junk Synchron, go into Martial Metal Marcher. Draw a card. Special summon something back. I summon Double Star, and the effect is Assault. So in the case that they failed very, very late, then there we go. At this point, I'm like, this face down isn't real. I can do the effect of Ash Dragon, summon Stardust, draw a card, and then summon Baronne. I draw 2 cards there. 1, 2. Draw, activate Fellowship, disgusting, actually disgusting, extends my plays even further, discard, don't be banished with Herald, it doesn't matter, I can be effective, that, decrease the normal Pyro, so I don't really care, at this point, summon these 2, go into a 5, I summon Speeder, draw a card, I summon the Speeder because I wanted to summon the Stardust Synchron, last Stardust Synchron, actually not last, I didn't use one already, no, yeah, they're my last. Another card, I go into Crystal Wing, draw another card. Summon Crystal Wing. This isn't game, I pop the Librarian, see? Because it's not game. And it's even, like, holy shit, I gotta pop it. Whatever. Anyway. I crash, get banished. Activate the effect of Ray, like, okay, I don't care. I don't even need the draw, of course, but I bring her back because I want to kill her and have her be banished as opposed to in the grave. Could be relevant. Crash, Rose, banish, crash, beat over Ray, set a card, effect of the Baronne de Dragon, get another one, probably, I just negate it. And I discard 2. I have 2 Omnis for the 2 cards. I have a Monster Negate, a Shenshen, Double Veiler, and a Crossout that is relevant. End of Nibiru. Skystrike is not playing around this. position if that Maxi were just to buy anything else, something that's not useful. But I certainly I've cemented my win with the Maxi. So you know, can we ban this card, please? Please. And I'll show you the deck list. It's in the description as well, or at least it should be. It's in the description as well. Now I can get rid of these replays. One second. Alright, so here's the deck list, and I also just went out and deleted all of the replays, and honestly I don't remember them, so if I do remember them, surely I won't miss them, right? But the deck list is, again, the same for TCG, as the TCG, and I just slapping a Maxi in there. Because for fun, as in, not fun, as in I want this card banned, as do a lot of people. But, you know, in paper this would be pretty cheap. Minus the Meisters like $10 each. And Fuwas, I guess. But, because it's Master Duel, Veilers, UR, Drolls, SR, UR, SR. Well, this comes with it. UR, if you want it free, if you buy the bundle, quote unquote free. Same thing with this, I think. Get it free. Yeah, get it. If you buy the bundle, Stardust, SR, and UR, SR, UR. There's one N, and there's one R. Not even including the extra deck. SR, UR, R, WR. So this deck is pretty expensive. I'm sorry about that. I didn't mention it the last time I showed this deck off, but I mean, I played this one deck and it lists one deck exactly. Maybe and also I feel like it's pretty good. And something also to mention, the Purulias and I only have one. Two. Did I get one for free? Oh, one's this one's highlight. Anyway, you can play the Purulia and the Meowls. Depends on what you think is good in the meta. I think right now, Brand is really good, and that other deck, Cool Tune. I think Bell hits something in Branded. I don't know if it hits much in Cool Tune. Maybe there's an argument to play something else done. But I mean, hand traps aren't great against Cool Tune. Hand traps are, depending on hand traps are okay against Branded, I think, depending on the hand trap. But instead of these three, you can play, I don't know, triple tag. Imperms. Imperms not a terrible idea, actually. I actually don't know why I'm not playing Imperms. Oh, yeah, the reason being is if I summon the Stardust, use Ash Dragon to summon the Shenshen on the opponent's turn, I will have to draw, and I can't set the Imperms, and I can't, just use it from hand because I have things on the field. That's the logic behind it. But if I draw Bell or Ogre or whatever, I can still activate it. Which is why I cut the Purulias and the one camps. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope that they were entertaining. I thought they were pretty funny. So especially the one where I hit the 3,000 pot set and I just blew up my board after getting Maxi. Like, alright, dude, yeah, that was funny as fuck. I can't even be mad. That's why I saved it. Thanks for watching. Peace.